Hey guys, it's Chelsea Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NBA, and we've got a juicy parlay coming at you because we are Picks and Parlays. We got to throw out some parlays here and again. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you hit the bell, you can be notified every time we go live or post a video. We've got Chip Chirimbes joining us, who is 18-5. Over his last 23 on the hot streak on his mega buck plays. Chip, we're starting with Nuggets and Clippers. Clippers minus 3.5 on the advance line. Total is 224.5. We've got the Nuggets coming in 42-21, 30 and 33 against the number. Meanwhile, the Clippers are 43-21, 36-27-1 against the number. Initial thoughts on these two?
When I did the research for this, I was really surprised that both teams have 21 losses, and the Clippers have played one more game and they have 43 wins. Denver has 42, so they're very close. Against the points, Denver's a little bit shy. They're 30-33, while the Clippers, believe it or not, are 9 games over 500 against the number. But, Denver's lost Murray, and that's Jamal Murray, and that's really going to hurt. He was their offensive leader. I think that really dashed their chances in the long run. And, like most teams in the NBA and almost all sports, when an injury happens to a key player, they seem to rally around each other and come together. And Denver has won 8 of the last 9 straight up. And the Clippers, meanwhile, are struggling. They're 1-4 against the number the last 5 times out, but 24-8 at home, 20-12 against the number. Just the fact that Denver's on the road now after having been home. I'm going to take the Clippers here. I would lay the 3.5. I'm not totally sold on the game as of yet. We've got a little time before this one tips off, but right now I certainly have a lean on Los Angeles.
As always, it depends on who's playing, and we won't know that till right before game time. But a lot of the trends certainly suggest the Clippers here, just because 24-8 at home, and also pretty good as favorites, 38-16 overall this season as favorites. Moving on to the other game of the parlay, we've got the Pelicans and the Timberwolves. Pelicans minus 3.5. Total is 234.5. Who do you like, or what's the play?
To me, this is an interesting matchup. We have two also-rans here. New Orleans fighting, still trying to scrape their way into the playoff picture, 28-35. Their problems have been on the road. They've only won 11 of 30 games, though they've covered 14 of those games. But, New Orleans has really come on and with firepower. Now they have ball back. They've gone 12-4 to the over in their last 16 games, and 39-19 overall. Minnesota's vastly improving, and yet they're 20-44, 31-30 against the number, and that tells you that their improvement right there, at least in the odds makers' eyes, 16-15 against the number at home. Going over 16 out of their last 22. I think that's the way to go with these two. Minnesota has an edge against New Orleans. They're 10-3 against the points, if you want to look at that. But New Orleans is favored here, and for good reason. They're playing pretty decent basketball of late, but their record hasn't shown it. I mean, they've been great against the number. And of the last 20 meetings between these two, 14 have gone over the total. This is going to be a trend play in the second half of the parlay. You'll have one with a side with the Clippers, and I'll play over. And this one, you said the number was 234, in around there. I think that number is indicative, and the bookmakers are aware this is going to be a high-scoring affair.
Right, and the Pelicans all season long have been a team that's hot to the over, 38-24-1 when it comes to over-under records. And that's going to do it for our parlay. Chip's taking the Clippers and the over in the Pelicans and Timberwolves game. Great stuff from Chip Chirimbes as always. Chip, thanks for joining us.